Hey guys, it's me Harsh and I welcome you back to my channel Baking Vibes. Today we will be making a rose flavored fault line cake. Let's take a look at the ingredients. We will require 6 cups of plain flour, 3 cups of powdered sugar, 2 and 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 and a half teaspoon of baking soda, 1 and a half teaspoon of salt, 1 and 1/8 cup of melted butter, 3/4 cup of plain curd, 2 and 1/4 cups of plain milk, 3/4 cups of vegetable oil, 1 and a half teaspoons of rose essence and 1 and a half tablespoons of vinegar. Now let's mix the dry ingredients. In the flour we will add our sugar, and our baking powder along with our salt. We will add the baking soda at the end. We will just give it a quick stir so that everything is well combined. Let's prepare the wet ingredients. In our milk we will add oil, our curd, and our rose essence, and we will just give it a quick whisk so that everything is well combined. Now let's move ahead. In our flour mixture we will pour our melted butter, and now using an electric hand mixer we will mix this until everything becomes crumbly. Now you can see the mixture is crumbly in texture. Now we will add our wet ingredients in this in 3 parts and then mix it with a hand blender so that everything is well combined. Now we will add a second addition, and mix it again. And now we will add a final addition. We will scrape the bowl once from sides and the bottom so that we can ensure that there is no remains of flour. Now we will add our final additions to this batter, that is our baking soda and our vinegar. and we will just gently fold this into our batter. Now our batter is ready, and we will pour the batter into one 4-inch cake pan and two 8-inch cake pans, which are both greased and dusted with flour. As you can see, the batter has been poured into our cake pans, which are now ready to go into the oven, and they will be baking at 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes, or unless a skewer inserted comes out clean. The cakes are out of the oven and they have had plenty of time to cool, approximately 3 to 4 hours, and now they are ready to decorate. Here on this cake turntable, I have a plate on which I will be decorating it today. You can either choose a cake board or a cake stand right now. So first we will place one 8-inch layer, and now we will put a little bit of frosting. You can either use buttercream. I am using whipped cream today. Now we will just smooth it out a little bit. Now we will place the 4-inch layer and try to keep it right in the middle. I had already trimmed off the top and leveled it properly. Now we will put a little bit of more whipped cream on top of this so that our final layer can stick to the cake. Now we will give a crumb coat to both these layers before putting on the final layer. A crumb coat is a very thin layer of icing or buttercream, which after chilled keeps all the cake crumbs attached to the first layer of the icing, which is our crumb coat, so that when we add a final layer there aren't any crumbs in it and it is smooth. We will just finish a crumb coat on these layers, and now we will keep our final 8-inch cake layer on top of this. We will try to keep it as centered as possible. And now we will just give the top layer a crumb coat and then refrigerate for about a few minutes. Once our crumb coat has been chilled properly, in a piping bag, we will make a two-tone effect by applying one color at the sides of the bag and then putting one color in the middle. I have used yellow and pink. Now, using an open star nozzle, we will make rosettes in the gap. Now, if you find that there are any gaps in between the rosettes, you can fill it in by making a few stars like this. Now, we will cover the bottom layer and the top layer with white frosting. I am using a piping bag to help me out. And now by using a spatula, we will smooth out the sides. The top layer has come out perfectly. We can see the fault line, but the bottom layer is still missing that. So we will apply just a little bit of icing on the bottom layer and gently smooth it out. Now we will put some icing on top of this and smooth it out. Now you can either leave this also as just like this is to make a fault line on top of it also, but I will be smoothing out. Now we will chill a cake for about 10 to 15 minutes in the freezer. We will be painting the fault lines with some rose gold luster dust. So here I have some rose gold luster dust in which we will be adding a little bit of water. We will add a quarter teaspoon at a time and then we will mix it using a brush. I require just a little bit. And our luster dust paint is ready. Ideally, we require to add vodka or clear food grade alcohol to this mixture instead of water because it evaporates very easily and leaves the luster dust behind on the cakes. But since I don't have it, that's why I'm using a substitute of water. Now we will start painting these fault lines. As you can see, the addition of the luster paint has just highlighted a fault line. Now we will use the same technique to highlight our upper fault line also. This luster paint kinds of just brings the cake alive. And that was my first attempt of making a fault line cake, and it turned out pretty good. I will be looking forward to making more of these kind of cakes, and I want you all guys also to try making these and click their pictures and post it on your social media handles, and don't forget to tag me in the pictures, for which I will be leaving the links in the description box below. Also, don't forget to like this video and share it with all your friends. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so every time you get new notifications for my new videos. Thanks again, you guys. Bye bye.